Hey guys, Deja Vu here, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at an epic war where Polished Onions completely destroyed J-Off. Let's go ahead and get into it. Alright guys, so I have some crazy attacks I'm going to be showing you today. Look at this. Polished Onions, they just completely destroyed Blaze JP 14-10. I mean, that's insane. Blaze JP, they usually don't go down like this. I mean, they are a top tier clan. I'm sure you guys all know who they are. They are a really strong team. I mean, they have some OP attackers. They have some OP base builders. So, I mean, this was a crazy war. I'm going to be showing you all 4 replays from this war. We have some great attacks. And the reason I want to show you all 4, I usually don't even like to show war recaps, but in these 4 attacks I'm going to show you, they're all different attack strategies. And it just so happens that the 4 attack strategies in this war alone are the 4 strongest strategies in my opinion. So we're going to show you 2 of the strongest ground strategies that were used in this war and 2 of the strongest air strategies. So before we jump into the replays, guys, I do want to mention I put out Clash of Clans content every other day. So if you like what I'm putting out, you like the bases I give you, please hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps me out. I put a lot of work into these videos, so that little thing, it supports me a lot, and I really appreciate it. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the first replay. So I think first we're going to show the ground attack strategies, and then the last 2 will show the air attack strategies. And you guys definitely want to stick around because these air attacks, they are insane. All right, so the first one we're going to take a look at is base number 3. So the first strategy we're going to be looking at is hybrid. And if you guys are Town Hall 13, I'm sure you've used hybrid by now. I mean, this strategy, it is so OP. I mean, it just destroys bases. Those miners with the new upgraded Hog Riders, like together with the Royal Champion behind, it's unstoppable right now. It's pretty insane. I actually did do another video on hybrid where I break it down even more. So if you guys want to check that out, has a lot of good information in it. I'll go ahead and link that above. Okay, so let's go ahead and see how he gets it done. It looks like in this situation, he's using a siege barracks. And I mean, that's another reason why hybrid, it's so good to learn this strategy, because you have so many options. You don't have to use the siege barracks. There's another variation where you actually use the Yeti bomb, where you send the blimp in and take out a section of the base, or you like he's doing here, you can use the siege barracks. I mean, there's so many different options. You just have to have a little bit of base identification. Okay, so he's starting the king on the left side. He looks like he wants to funnel his queen in. Let me bring up the drawing tool so we can. Okay, so it looks like he's funneling the king this way, and it looks like he's going to charge his queen into the single. So he is charging into a single inferno, which is a little bit risky, but he knows his queen's going to be able to take it down before it's an issue. So as long as you have that judgment, he does freeze it, so no problem there. We are seeing a lot of single inferno, so you want to make sure if you're charging into a single, you got to make sure you have a freeze, or you're going to get it in time. Otherwise, that will kill your queen pretty fast. Okay, so he wall broke in. He didn't use a jump spell, so if you can use wall breakers, it is better because you save a spell. Remember, guys, wall breakers, they attack the stuff behind walls. They don't actually attack the walls. That's a little tip for you guys. Okay, so we have a lava hound coming out. Puts down the poison. Look at what he does here, actually. It's pretty cool. He uses a minion. When the lava hound pops, you can use a minion just to help take out those pups a little bit faster. So that's another thing, either a minion, a baby dragon, a wizard. You just want to put something down to help take out those pups. Okay, so starting the siege barracks around like 1 o'clock, and when you're putting your siege barracks down, you want to put it so it's out of range of any defenses. You can see there's no defenses hitting it, because the main goal with the siege barracks is to get all those wizards to spawn out. So siege barracks is out of range of any defenses. If it is in range of a defense, maybe put a giant down or something just to protect it and have a tank for it. So siege barracks is in a good position. More hog riders are going to end up coming out of the siege barracks. Okay, troops going straight into the town hall. Queen helps take out the town hall also, so that's going to be taken out pretty fast. Not a problem there. Should be using the warden ability. Nope, he doesn't even use the warden ability over the town hall, which is pretty awesome since he has a heal spell down. I mean, you don't always have to have the warden ability over the town hall, especially with miners, because they go underground. So the giga blast isn't a problem. Okay, so more hog riders come out. So you can see here, look at the path he has. When doing hybrid, you want to have a narrow path. So he basically has a path that's going to go straight like this. The hog riders came out of the siege barracks to take out this section, so he has a nice little straight path like this. The queen's still helping take out this side. So nice little path. You want to try to get a narrow path or an L-shaped path depending on the base design. Here he has a nice straight path, which is awesome. That's like one of the main targets you want to go for. And one of the other main targets, you can see the queen took out the enemy clan castle. You have to make sure you take out that enemy clan castle, otherwise it will destroy your hybrid. So those are some of the key targets you're looking for. Okay, takes out the single inferno. Single inferno is, even when you see a lot of single infernos, it's also a good situation to use hybrid, because the single inferno, it it can't keep up with all the miners and all the hog riders. So definitely better to go against a single than a multi. And there you go, guys. Look at this. Still has the queen up. Still has a lot of miners up. Still has the warden up. And the base is just completely destroyed. And remember, guys, these aren't farm wars. This is a top tier clan with custom built bases. And I mean, this base was just destroyed. I'm sure they tested this base against like hog riders, miners, and it doesn't matter. This strategy is so strong that it still came in, and he still was able to pick up the triple. Okay, so that's coming in at the #1 ground strategy, in my opinion. Let's go ahead and take a look at what the next one's going to be. All right, so the next one is, I believe, base number 2. Okay, yeah, there we go, base number 2. Okay, so on this one, there's going to be some disagreement. Some people think Yeti Smash is the strongest, and some people think Hybrid is the strongest. Honestly, they're both super strong, and it depends on the base. If you have a base where you can smash it, go in and just do that. And I mean, Yeti Smash, it's mostly a time issue. If you can get into the base and open up the whole base, you usually have enough push to get through the base. Most of the time, like I said, it's just you're going to have issues with time. So you want to make sure you start everything. He's starting with a Warden Walk. You don't want to let your Warden Walk too long. So Warden Walk, Baby Dragon over at 12 o'clock to help the Warden take out some of those defenses. And you can see the base is going to be able to be opened up. He has 3 jump spells, which is pretty interesting. Some people go with Earthquakes and a jump. In this situation, the 3 jumps, it's going to be able to open up that whole base. Okay, so putting the Siege Barracks down. All right, so like we said on the last attack, you see where the Siege Barracks is being targeted by those hidden Teslas. This was a fresh hit, though, so he didn't know the Teslas were over there. So puts down the King to help take out some of those hidden Teslas. Okay, puts down the Yetis. And what's like great about this strategy compared to Hybrid? This strategy, it's so easy to use. All you really got to do is plan the funnel, send your troops in, and it's just spam and it's just luck. And that's why so many people like using this, because it doesn't take a lot of thinking. Okay, troops moving in, had an ice golem, froze him up for a second, used the Warden ability. He actually could have waited a little bit longer for that Warden ability. Let's see, does it last through the... Okay, it does last through the Town Hall, so he's okay. Okay, put the first jump down. Actually used the first 2 jumps to get into the base. We put all 3 down. Yeah, guys, this new jump spell, it lasts, like, you don't need to be scared. Put them down early. They last a long time. You don't have to worry about them wearing off. So you can see he put down the jump spells really early. Just, you want to make sure you don't put them down late and then your troops end up going the way you don't want. So that's a nice little tip for you guys. Always put down your jump spells a little bit early. Okay, let's see. Still has the queen. Oh, he still has the queen ability too. Queen walking on the outside. RC going to help take out that king. I don't think it's going to last through that king, though. When sending your RC, and you want to try to keep your RC away from the enemy heroes, because she doesn't get that much value if you send her into a hero. And look at that, guys. Yetis, I mean, they took out the whole core of the base. Like I said, that's why it's usually a time issue, because if you can get those Yetis inside the base, the whole inside is going to be wrecked. That's not the problem. It's all the trash around the outside. And most of the time, these attacks, they end in a time fail. So he still had the queen ability, though. He had a wizard. You want to make sure you have that cleanup. So he had a wizard over here to help clean up this stuff. And, I mean, in this situation, you don't got to worry about time. There you go, guys. Just make sure you have that cleanup. That's a big part of Yeti Smash. And another triple. I'm telling you, these guys, they're crazy attackers. Honestly, they don't even use Yeti Smash that much. These guys are not Smash attackers, but it's some great base identification. They saw this base could just be crushed by this strategy, so no shame in using it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at the other 2 strategies, which are going to be air. So the first one's coming on base number 1, and before we even take a look at what the strategy is, take a look at who it's coming from. If you guys watch my videos, you guys should all know him by now. Rakires, he is a crazy good Lalo attacker. I'm telling you guys, if there's anybody you want to learn air from, it is this guy right here. He is crazy good. So the strategy we're going to be taking a look at in this attack is going to be Tsui Lalo. And guys, I'm telling you right now, Tsui Lalo, it's making a big comeback. When Town Hall 13 first did drop, Lalo did go away for a little bit, but since ground has been so OP and has been the current meta, the base designs are starting to shift because people want to defend those ground strategies, and it's just making room for Lalo to come in and just crush some bases. It's pretty insane, so you guys definitely want to be practicing this strategy. I actually did do another video where I break this strategy down even more, so you guys are definitely going to want to check that out and start practicing this, because I'm telling you, this strategy, it's becoming more and more OP with the bases we're seeing. All right, let's go ahead and roll it, and let's see how it gets it done. So the main thing with Tsui Lalo is you have to be able to judge how much value your Tsui hero is going to get. What you're looking for to get with your Tsui hero is some of those key defenses or like an enemy hero. So he's going after those scatter shots, because remember, guys, those new scatter shots, they are deadly against Lalo. So he's going to go for the scatter shots. He's going to go for the enemy queen. and you want to take out, like I said, some of those key defenses, but you also want to get down pathing for your Lalo. You want to try to get a narrow path, and you want to try to be able to predict where they're going to fly and the path they're going to fly in. Okay, so he puts a jump spell down, so he basically wants his queen to jump in over here and take out these scatter shots and the enemy queen and the stuff over there. The reason why Lalo did go away for a little bit is because, one, we got those new scatter shots. Two, we have the enemy RC we have to deal with. So it's basically like we have to deal with 2 queens now. So it's just a lot more stuff we have to deal with. So if the thing is, though, if you can find a base where you can like get the value and you can get the pathing down and you can get those scatter shots down, Lalo can still wreck some bases. It's insane, I'm telling you guys. And I mean, I'm pretty sure in the near future we're definitely going to be seeing an air buff, because right now air is like weaker compared to ground. So I mean, I know there's going to be a buff soon. So you guys definitely want to start practicing these strategies now. Okay, so he got down both scatter shots. He got down the enemy queen. That is a lot of value. You can see a lava hound did come out of the clan castle. If you have a lava hound come out of that clan castle, you don't want to pop it, because the lava hound by itself isn't going to be an issue. If it does pop, though, those pops can be an issue, so you don't want to pop it. So really good there. It didn't pop. Okay, starting the loons, and you can already see the pathing. He still has his battle blimp. And remember, guys, this new battle blimp, it does death damage now, and it's pretty OP. So let's see the pathing he has for his loons. So he's gonna have the blimp take out the town hall. The town hall's isolated like by itself over there, so blimp can take it out pretty easy. And the loons are just gonna fly around the outside like that. So he has a nice little path that they're gonna fly. You could predict where they're gonna fly. He has the air defenses. You want to have the air defenses to have like an anchor for your lava hound. Otherwise, your lava hound will just go wherever. Remember, the lava hounds go to the air defenses. So he has a nice little path for the lava hound to go from air defense to air defense, which is pretty nice. All right, let's see. Puts down the haste spell. You want to make sure you're on point with those haste spells too. Look how he deploys his loons down though. You don't just want to put down your loons randomly. You can see he has some defenses on the outside. So he had a cannon over here, the Teslas, he had the warden. So he puts down the loons. So they're basically going to come in and take out all these defenses. He has some loons coming from this way. And what you want them to do is basically come in and they're going to like bunch up over near the eagle. And the main goal is you want them to bunch up and you want them just to start one-shotting defenses. That's the main goal, is timing with your Lalo and the value you're going to get with your Tsui hero. If you can get that down, it just takes practice. Honestly, the way you learn Lalo is just keep doing FCs, just keep like attacking, and just keep practicing. And like you'll get judgment on how you want to put your loons. You'll get timing down. It just takes a lot of practice. It doesn't happen overnight. Okay, so that was really nice. He used the Warden ability. He caught the blimp in the Warden ability. Looks like a dragon came out of the blimp. Still has a lot of loons left. Ends up hitting the tornado trap. That's not an issue. He's going against a single inferno. You rather go against a single inferno than a multi-inferno, because look how many loons he has left. The single inferno just can't keep up with all those loons, so it's not going to take out that many, maybe 1, 2. He also had a free spell, so he froze it up. He has his minions. Guys, when doing Lalo also, and you have your minions for cleanup, when you put your loons down, you want to put your minions right behind your loons to start cleaning up, because you don't want to have an awesome Lalo attack and then it just results in a time fail. That nothing is more disappointing than that. And there you go, guys. Look at that. Still has a lot of troops up. Still has a dragon up. Still has a lot of loons up. And that base is crushed. So there you go, guys. I'll leave this up. Screenshot all of these armies I'm showing you and just practice them all. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the next one. Let's see. The next one's coming on base number 5. And it's going to be Electron Dragons. Of course, we can't show the best air strategies without showing dragons, because dragons are definitely one of the strongest right now. It's debatable. I'm not going to say Lalo is better than dragons, because they're both really strong and they both depend on the base. You got to have like base identification for these two strategies. I'm not going to lie. Like not one isn't stronger than the other. All right, so this one's going to be Electron Dragon, and it doesn't always have to be Electron Dragon. Queen Charge Dragon is also strong. Dragbat is strong right now with all the single infernos we're seeing. I mean, there's a lot of different variations, and again, it takes base identification to choose which strategy you want to use. Actually, in the near future, I think I'm going to do a video on dragons explaining when you want to use which strategy. So maybe that'll be good. Keep a lookout for that. All right, so let's see how he gets this done. Going with the Electron. The Electron is basically the battle blimp with E-Drags and loons inside, where you send in to a section of the base, and you basically put down that clone spell, and it just destroys a section. So in this situation, he's going for the Eagle, which is pretty nice, because he's going to take down the Eagle. I think he should be able to take down that air defense. Yeah, so he's going to get the Eagle and the air defense. I don't know if he gets this scatter shot, That would be really nice value if he gets the scatter shot. Archers do come out of the clan castle, which is, that was the most annoying CC that could have came out, because the Electron Dragon is basically chaining off the archers instead of getting down that scatter shot. Imagine if he would have got down that scatter shot. That would have been that would have been insane value. So even not getting the value he wanted to, this base is still going to be crushed. Okay, so using a baby dragon to get rid of the rest of the archers. Actually, that's a good tip for you guys. Baby dragons can basically take out enemy, like any enemy CC if you have a poison on it and you lure it to the corner of the base where there's nothing on your baby dragon. It could definitely take out enemy clan castle troops. So if you guys didn't know that, little tip for you. Okay, starting the king down here, doing some king on king action. King's going to basically take that out. He wants his king to funnel this side over here. And you can already start to see the pathing that is forming for the dragons. You want to get a narrow path. You don't want your dragons to have too much of a spread. I always like to say you want them like spread enough to where a rage can fit all of your dragons in. If it's spread, like they're spread too much and you can't fit a rage on them, then that means the spread is like too wide. Okay, so gonna come in, gonna take out that town hall, uses the warden ability over the town hall, and even like with that scatter shot still up, not a problem, which is pretty insane. Not even getting the value he wanted. So he does end up using his RC. Honestly, I would have done this attack a little bit different. I would have put my royal champion up here to take out this section, and then you would have had a straight path for your dragons to come through like this. He does end up putting his RC over here, and I think the reason is he wants to save his queen because there was a single inferno down here. So if he didn't get that single inferno down, his queen would have got roasted. So he does that, thinks fast. I think the original plan was to do what I said and take out this section. So you can see he still has that section up. Remember, guys, this attack didn't go as planned, and it still was able to pull out the triple. Still has the queen ability, still has a free spell, and still has the RC ability. So not bad. All the dragons did end up dying out because he did have to go against that scatter shot, which he didn't plan on doing, but that's fine. Still pulls out the triple. A triple is a triple. I don't even think he has to use the queen ability. Let me see. Uses the RC ability. Yeah, so he's actually does a swag queen ability. So look at that. Pretty awesome. And there you go, guys. Another triple. So go ahead and screenshot this. What I want you guys to do is try all 4 of these armies we took a look at today. I want you to comment down below and let me know which one do you think is the strongest, which one is working best for you. Even comment down below, let me know, do you have another strategy that we didn't cover in this video that you'd like me to show next? I want your guys' feedback. I really appreciate it. And as always, guys, thank you for tuning in, and thank you for staying till the end of the video. I really appreciate it.